Um, so last thing we did was we met with the Bridge Alliance, right? And they gave us a couple of side quests. We could do this one, these two, you know, the Children of Redi. I don't know where this quest is, but I know where this one is, so maybe we could do that. And then we also have to help Sierra. I think we wanna maybe focus on this one, so I'm gonna do the logging expedition. And if we check the map, right, that's back over here where we used to be. So, the Redwoods. I'm probably just gonna travel from here to here, so I'll meet you when I get to the Redwoods. Catch you guys there. So here we are back at the Redwood. I fast traveled one time to the top village because I know this quest is here and I got the quest here. Yeah, so from what I know is these settlers came and they contacted the village saying that, you know, like they needed wood to cut down for their housing. So the village said, you know what, it's fine, you can cut down those woods in that sacred area because, you know, it's quite old. But then the village wanted to go back to replant trees, you know, because they believe that when you take from it, it's hurting, so they wanted to repair it, right, by planting more trees. And the Alliance won't allow them to go back now to plant trees. And that's where I come in. I need to sort that out. So it's up here, it's quite far. Also, I noticed that I have two quests now. So we have Siora's and then there's also Vasco's one now, so let's talk to him quick.
Glad to see you, my friend.
Ooh, I'm a friend
I
now.
intend to prove to the Admiral that I fully identify as a Naut once more. Without regrets, I will have to go through a test of loyalty. It will certainly be dangerous, but with your help, I am convinced that I will succeed. So, shall we go and see her?
Sure.
With pleasure. Let's see what adventure she has in store for us.
But that'll be like another time. Because right now we are dealing with the Children of Redi one, this one, the logging expedition. Exactly. Cool. How far is this? Oh no, it's right here. So again, a new area, more exploration to be done. But I don't think I'll show the exploration because it's quite, you know, a little boring and stuff. Obviously, if there's like a boss or something I maybe happen to encounter, then I'll let you guys in on that. But otherwise, it's just me running around, looking around, doing nothing much. Did I get that fox? No, I didn't. I got some missions that require me to kill like 4 foxes, but as you can see, they're very sneaky. They get away quite fast.
Do not force us to use our weapon.
Okay, what's going on here?
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
De Sardet, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Well, seeing as how there's magic in here, I wouldn't put it past the land killing them like that guy said. They curse.
Hello, Doctor. I am the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes.
They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
It might be the Maloko, actually, now that I think about it.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue. Blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
I have no idea what any of that means.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses. So I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these 3 men be poisoned?
Do you recognize the
I'm not
poison?
sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
What did they eat?
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, we'll see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
It could be that the natives are poisoning them. Or it could just be because, like, they're from another continent. Their constitution isn't good enough to stomach the type of game that they are bringing. But like that lady said, they've been bringing game for months now. Okay, I'm supposed to find this group of hunters around here. I know, it is in the edge of the wood. Oh!
Bit of poison on my blade. Want to cast more spells?
Inside the bomb. Okay.
Oi! This is our prey, Renaix. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
We only defended ourselves. These beasts attacked us. But take them. We do not intend to eat them.
Thank you. But what are you doing here, Renaix, if you're not here to hunt?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
100%. Let's insert
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the Count. But the Elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which Elder?
One of the old men from Vigyigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an Andrig killed by a venomous Dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, These berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that
That's a
their
brutal
destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You are the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance. And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict, without violence.
Cool, so we have to go to Sir de Corsillon, but he's in New Serene, and that's like way back then. So that we're gonna put on pause for now. If we check the queens, right? Like for the queen, where is she on the world map? Where's her mission? Just going on here, meet the governor. Talk to Constantine, ask the admiral for mission. Meet with Ulan. Talk to the captain of the outpost. I don't see hers. Is her mission here maybe? Wait, talk to Siora. I already took the captain's quest, so you know it might be helpful for us to actually go here, because we have 3 missions in New Serene that we can maybe take care of. 1 is a main mission, 2 are side missions. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's finish that mission of the children of Theophany. This one, let's go ask de Corsillon about his, like, for his advice, and then we will take over Vasco's quest at the same time, right? Go and speak to the admiral for mission, and also we will report the runes that talk about how we found the image on the wall about the clan or the race of people that were there before, with how they brought destruction and things, but they could also create something nice, and they brought fire and cinder and all of that. So that might be how we got the Malachor on our side, because they got cursed. So we'll see. We'll have to see what Constantine has to say about it. I wonder if that will help with the Malachor, because that's the whole reason why we came to this island, right? Was to find insight on the Malachor and how we can help it. So this is my residence, yes, my residence. So here we are, New Serene, wherever this particular place is. It's right next to the main building. Oh, it is. It's like right next to Constantine. So that's my house right there. Not too shabby. It hasn't been this big ass place, but okay. De Corsillon is upstairs. He's the guy that asked us to do all the map quests, right? Yeah. Pretty sure, but he's higher up. I didn't know there was a way to go higher up. The staircase ends here. We go here. Here is the staircase here. Right there, straight ahead. Oof, what a weird looking office.
Sir de Corsillon.
De Sade, my young student, what can I do for you?
No, I don't want to talk about that. Here we go. Talk about the conflict surrounding the glade.
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigidor. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our woodcutters, to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Nothing else I want to talk to you about, sir. Because...
Looking
none
forward
of the
to seeing
quests are
you
done.
again, Sir de Corsilio.
Okay, so we go to the archives where we got that guy his license, you know, the patent, I think it was called. That's all the way downstairs, right? And then once we get proof that they signed a contract with the natives and, you know, the laws about it, because I'm pretty sure the natives would have put in the contract the fact that they need to reforest it. So we'll just have to find proof about it. It keeps showing me like lower down. Not quite sure how to get there. This place is so big, I didn't expect it to be this big. Maybe through here? Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, in this room, yeah. Man, what is with this maze? Okay. Property deed of the logging expedition. Following negotiations between Chief Duncus and Governor de Moran over lands in the Coinvar region, it was hereby decided that the negotiated lands would henceforth be the sole and exclusive property of the merchant congregation for the purpose of carrying out logging activity. Access to this area is now restricted to members of the congregation. So now we need to go to Marang and discuss this with her. But it's such a bad thing because I'm pretty sure the natives didn't know what they were signing when they signed this, because this is like, look, it's like, you know what lawyers do when they write up contracts with hidden clauses and loopholes and all kinds of things like that. I'm pretty sure this is the same thing, but like on a much simpler term, because I mean, the savages, for one, we don't even know if they can read. So, you know, with that fact in mind that they couldn't even read, it was easy to just write up, say, oh, this person hereby signs over all their rights of this land.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
Tell me about the contract.
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigidor. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsillion. Can I help you with any other matter?
No, that was all.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Sir de Corsillion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing.
At
which
least
my
she's trying to
student
fix
told
it,
me
you
about.
know?
Indeed. And
Like, at
I
least
think I may have a solution
she
that will allow
understood
us
that
to solve
she
this
made an
conflict
issue back in the
peacefully.
past and they took
I'm
advantage of
listening.
them.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we can exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve. But several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
So, I have to confess basically that I tried to kill anyone and then the whole matter would be sorted, you know. But I didn't know the Concilion was my character's master, which means, you know, doing the maps and stuff is part of the job of a legate, I guess. And if I'm his student, that means his role is what I'm taking over, and he's probably to coach me and stuff. Anyway, I will see you back at the Redwoods when we talk to Dunkus. So here we're back at the village. This is the village where I got this quest from, right? I'm trying to think, where was that guy? I think he was standing here. But he looked like one of these people. So let's talk to Dunkus. He's the clan leader.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugair Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were On Almanawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here, On Almanawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. And the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness.
That's the guy that
No
gave us
one
the
else
quest.
is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the ochre berry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tat.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugair Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
No, that's all.
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
So, where's this mine? Is it on this map? No, it's over here. No, that's the wrong mission selected. Okay. This one. Go to the abandoned mine. Where's that? Up here. Okay. What other quest do I have that I can do right here? This is back at New Serene. I also didn't report to Constantine because I wanted to finish this. Okay, I guess we're going to the mine. This lady called me Mal. It's nice that they have these fast travel locations here. 6 hours, 40 minutes. Okay, here we are in this new location. Okay, it's up to the right. Like I said, exploration and things like that I'll do separately. There's some fight. Let me give you guys some action, show you how strong I become. What? So it's dead already. Most of the time they're like sleeping, you know, they pretend to be dead when they're not. Okay, this is a little creepy and eerie. Oh wait, that's the logging expedition. So are they breaking into the mine on this area? Is that why they don't want to allow natives? Oh. Yeah, so I think what they were doing was they went back on their promise and they didn't want the natives to know that. That's why some of the people were going missing. And that's also why they didn't want people on this land. Yeah, look there, they opened it, they broke that boulder. Tractors. Might show you.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
What? So what now? Go to the abandoned mine. Yeah, I went there.
This makes no sense.
Okay.
Why resume the exploitation of a dangerous mine? Do they want their men to die?
These Renaigse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Spy on it. I can do that.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Nice, nice, nice. Let's do that.
Look, they freed access to the mine.
So they did open it again. But why?
Monisinaga. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Corsillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Okay then. back to Sir de Concilion. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. They're kidnapping savages. Well, I shouldn't say savages. They're kidnapping the tribesmen. We've had dealings with them. They're quite civil and not actually savage. So they kidnap some of the tribesmen and they're using them as slaves. Yeah, I'm gonna cut down to when we buy the Concilion, and then we can see what he has to say, because this is absolutely like bullshit. So here we are back at the manor. I was thinking once we report to De Concilion, we can maybe even start on Vasco's quest and even talk to Constantine. But I want to finish this quest that we're on currently before the end of the episode. So let's at least prioritize this one. Straight through here, right through. There we go.
Sir de Concilion.
Decidez, my young student. What can I do for you?
I need to tell you about the exploitations of the miners.
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Concilion.
So, it seems that, you know, like, both of our nations have our best interests at heart, you know, for like the other nation and stuff. Like, we're not intentionally trying to be mean, but one or two people here and there are causing like a lot of tension between the clans. At least that's what the congregation, right? We like merchants. Then you have the Bridge Alliance, who's already at war with those people, because, you know, as far as they are concerned, science is like the only way forward. So they don't care about like traditions and things like that, you know. Science has always had the way with religion and culture. But I don't even know how they are with the Teleme. The Teleme people were like super hardcore even on their own people, so we'll have to see how that goes. Property deed of an old mining plot belonging to Master Maillard. The document is written in legal jargon. It is property deed belonging to Master Maillard. It concerns some land situated in the Coinvar region, including an old mine. The document was signed by Madame de Mirage. You'll need to help to understand.
What do these documents say?
I get lost in all the legal jargon, but they have Lady Mirange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
So, this lady, no, she was a bad governor, really. But technically, so is Constantine, because I'm doing all of this. Like, Constantine should, you know, I should just tell it to him and he should deal with us because he's a governor. But this lady is something else. She did not govern this place right at all. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out she's like a villain in the whole plot. But she also did say she was naive to their culture in the beginning, and that she only recently has become accustomed to them.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
Tell me about the property deed that I have.
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry, this type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigigador. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
Okay, this is actually kind of perfect because now we can meet this Maillard guy who's clearly, you know, he's an idiot, he's a douchebag, straight up. But we can also get the mission for Vasco. So that's kind of cool. Like I said, I want to do some initiate that here and Constantine's mission. So here's it.
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigador. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous. And you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix.
You know, this guy's trying to buy me
Goodbye,
off.
sir. Best wishes to your cousin.
We need to arrest us, bruh. Like straight up, I don't care how much money. You know what? Because we're like in such old times, you know, and we're quite dark, you know, we're in the Victorian age technically. We should arrest him and publicly execute him. That's like a warning to everybody, you know, because he is not only putting the congregation's lives on the line, he's literally putting thousands of lives on the line. If that mountain breaks, everybody on this island is doomed. So this guy is technically endangering an entire city. Can you imagine that? Like an entire city. Or you know, maybe executing him, you know, in public was way too harsh. And that's a bit extreme. Maybe they should then publicly tax him, you know, for endangering everyone's lives. Like, if he's so rich and he has money and bonuses to throw around, then maybe he should pay everyone's taxes for the next year. You know, maybe everyone's taxes for the next 6 months. Had to put a big hole in his pocket and he won't have any money to throw around like he wants.
Sir de Corsilion.
De Sardet, my young student, what can I do for you?
There we go, let's tell him about Master Maillard, the title and the deed to the mine.
I verified the contract with Lady Morange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, as we expected, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet Master Maillard.
So, what did he have to say in his defense?
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic decency. But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation on this island. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching his contract. For his crimes against the natives, he's banished from this island. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible, and the mine closed once more.
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Okay, cool.
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.
So the mine quest is basically done. We'll wrap this up now in a bit. But I wanted to talk to Constantine and start Vasco's quest because we are here. I don't want to have to travel back and forth again. So Constantine is right here. Oh, I do not know. Oh, that's good. Here's Constantine.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't appear to be in top form. A house intrigue's keeping you from finding proper sleep.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nords?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
No.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Okay, this seems like, you know, we might go down a rabbit hole. So rather than continuing this, I think I'm gonna wrap up the mining incident. Call it there for that episode, and then next episode we can come back here and deep dive into this. But this is more main quest. I wanna try and see if we can maybe accomplish a lot of side quests. Anyway, I'll catch you guys back at the mine. Cool, so here we are back at the login expedition. The mine is just through here. Actually I need to make sure I have that quest active. Yeah. Right? So now we need to change, we need to chase them away. Jeez, man. Chase them away. And then probably we'll have to return to Bigigi Dawi. Biggy Dawi. And then communicate like what the changes are. Again, I'm lost. I'm always lost in this damn game. There we go.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's minister. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Move. Where is he? I feel like I'm probably gonna end up fighting.
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Corsillon on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Teofredi.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this man threatens me.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
You need to show.
want to cast more spells.
Don't you shoot them up in the
These people were monsters. I wouldn't fly over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkus everything.
Ooh, something good there. I saw something very good there. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, I got a big level up, actually. So... this is maxed. That's maxed, right? Do I want to go for strength? One-handed weapons deal more damage. One-handed blades. Where's two-handed blades? Well, maybe if I go here, right? So 1, 2. What is this? Long blades. That seems interesting. Now here, I probably need to go with agility 2. But I also feel like this is more needed. Actually, what do I need to equip my rings again? Mental power. So I need mental power in order to equip rings. So I think I'm gonna go with 3 there then rather. And then talents. Why does this show like a plus though? Slightly increase the number of ingredients. Gathering sites. And looting. Unlock contextual dialogue options. So that unlocks some more dialogue options, right? But I found a lot of Vigo. Okay, let's go with the dialogue options, right? Get the intuition. This is a good level up. Let's go free the men. Alright, open. You guys are free. Okay. Let's free them.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all Legade Blow or Aloy.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
Yes, let my fame grow. Lockpicking too. Too bad, so sad for me. Anyway, I'm gonna cut back to when I'm at Bigigi Dawi. Catch you guys there. Okay, so here we are back at Bigigi Dawi. We're gonna talk to the chief now and report on the situation. That we killed one of our own, so they should do the same.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and he will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'm honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it, since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it. He will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsilion that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It's a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
So that's gonna be it for episode 10. Like I said, I wanted to actually do Vasco's and maybe a little bit of the main quest. You know, this one. But I'm also really interested in Vasco's quest, right? So I think next episode we can do Vasco and maybe Vasco and Sayuri before we continue the main quest, because I don't want to progress too fast. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.